Yeah, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, and then what are the main similarities? So you guys already learned all this information, so I'm gonna give you guys, 15 seconds to think about it, and then I'll pair you guys up, and then I'll call on someone to share with me what you guys think are the main differences and similarities. So think about it, because you guys learned about it already. 15. Alright. Let me group y'all. So I have Kimberly, Roderick, Donna and Eric, Zay and Anton, and then you guys, 3 can be a group. So when I say go, I want you guys to start sharing. I'll be able to come around and point. So, participation, go. No, and I need to hear it. I need to hear it. Document it. I don't hear y'all. I need it. I need it.
Ya, eso, células y una sola de la otra puede tener solo no, puntos. Una sola puede tener un single célula.
Alright, so talking, so I'll give you guys another like 30 seconds. You're right. So which one is
You're kind of got both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's just it. I'm gonna call you for Alright guys, so 5, 4, thank you Eric, thank you Anton, thank you Roger, thank you Kimberly. Alright, so you guys were like talking, telling me everything. I was like, sorry, I already know everything. But I'm gonna call on Zay. Similarities. What are some similarities? Okay, so let's start with differences then. Differences. You said multicellular. Which one's multicellular? Prokaryotic or eukaryotic? Okay, so then who? Now let's go do it. Respectful. Who agrees that eukaryotic is? You said prokaryotic, right? Prokaryotic. So who agrees prokaryotic is multicellular?
But then I changed my answer.
Okay, so then what you mean?
Then I said EK.
Okay, then why then? Why are you changing your answer?
Because sometimes it's about you get sick against yourself.
It'll be a final sharing answer. Alright, so what's your final answer?
I don't even know.
You can ask you why too, right?
It was a hate.
Prokaryotic is multicellular? Okay, so who agrees? Okay, so Taylor disagrees. Why do you disagree then?
Why do you disagree?
Because prokaryote is only single cellular. Another difference is it has no nucleus and is not as structured as the eukaryote.
Okay, that's good. So you're saying good points. So he's saying differences. So Taylor basically saying that eukaryotic cells is multicellular and prokaryotic is single cellular.
To be fair, eukaryotic could also be single cellular, but it's the only one that could really be multicellular.
That's true. So fungi is a eukaryotic cell and it has yeast, and that's unicellular. So that's true. So eukaryotic can be unicellular or multicellular, but for the most part, it is multicellular. So yeah. So we talked about so many differences. So prokaryotic is majority unicellular, always unicellular. Eukaryotic can be multicellular or unicellular, but majority is multicellular. All right. So main similarities. Okay. So Anton, what are some similarities then?
That they both have unicellular cells.
Okay, that's a good one. They have DNA. Okay, that's another one. Let me give a point to Antoine. Okay, Taylor, what were you saying?
I believe they're both a form of life.
Okay, so why are they a form of life? Like, where are you going with that question? But you're on the right track.
They play a major, or not a key role in organisms
Right, they play a key role in organisms, but what part? Because why? Because what are they?
Cells.
Right, they're cells, so they play a key part in organisms. Right. So those are great differences and similarities. So we're gonna go over all of those right now. So prokaryotes versus eukaryotes. So Zay, can you read the first one to me, please?
Of which one?
Prokaryotes.
Bacteria and that was our oh, I keep going. Oh, lax nucleus, no membrane bound organelles, and unicellular.
Right, so as we talked about, it lacks a nucleus, it has no membrane-bound organelles, so it's less complex than eukaryotes. And then it's unicellular, it's always going to be unicellular. So bacteria and archaea, they're always going to be unicellular. So they can't have, Roger, can you read this one for me, please? Everything. I'm going to start saying everything. What? What's the Protozoa, algae. I might. Right, so we know that fungi, animals, plants, protozoa, so these are just examples. They have a nucleus. The nucleus contains DNA, and then they have membrane-bound organelles, and it's multicellular. All right, so I want you guys to realize that prokaryotes, they don't have a nucleus. But Kimberly said they have DNA. Where's the DNA then if it's not in the nucleus? I want a hand for this, so I'm going for 2 hands. All right, so 1. So Kimberly said there's DNA. They both have genetic materials or DNA. But then where's the DNA in prokaryotes if they don't have a nucleus? All right, so Taylor, what do you think?
I believe they're just mixed up because they have no structure.
All right, so yeah, they're there, but it's, when you say mixed up, what do you mean? Expand on that a little more?
It's like soup, a bunch of ingredients mixed together, not structures.
Okay, so that's a good analogy. Basically, they're free floating. DNA is free floating, and they're in the area like called a nucleoid, and they're in that cytoplasm in prokaryotes because they don't have a nucleus. So they both have genetic material called DNA, but it's not in the nucleus. But eukaryotes, we have ours in our nucleus. And I'm just gonna show you a picture. So we're gonna talk about similarities. So Donna, can you read that for me, please?
Prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Similarity, both contain DNA, genetic material, ribosomes, cytoplasm, plasma membrane.
Right. So similarity, they both contain DNA as genetic material. They have ribosomes, cytoplasm, and a plasma membrane. And I'm going to show you guys how that looks like. All right. So this is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So we see this whole thing. It's going to be the cell membrane. We see the outside. They both have ribosomes. They both have a cell membrane. They have a cytoplasm. So we see the DNA is going to be in the nucleus for eukaryotes. However, for prokaryotes, we see it's going to be in the nucleoid region. It's free floating. So those are some differences between. And a question they may ask you guys on this activity you guys are going to do is like the shape of it. So remember, eukaryotes, they don't have they have a cell membrane, so it's going to be like a little more circular in their shape. Prokaryotes are going to be like, they're circular too, but sometimes they have a flagella, which is used for movement. All right, so we did a little review about the differences. So I want you guys to go to quizzes.com on your phones and then wait for the code to log in. And we're giving points to the top 3 people. So yeah, go do it. And I'm gonna give you guys the code right now. And you guys on the phone, I'm gonna give you guys the code too. So go to quizzes.com. Alright, so I'm trying to see who remembers the most information that we just went over, so put in the code, it's 43558.